Hi there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Spaceblock. I'm Icon, and we made quite some nice progress, didn't we? So, things that happened while I let this production run wild a little bit. First off, we created a nice amount of landfill, but second off, I realized that the amount of iron consumed here is more than I can produce with this little thing here. So, basically, our goal for today is geared towards scaling up. The good news, we got 106 pieces of landfill, so we are actually capable of expanding a little bit for real. So what I want to do next is I want to get rid of these furnaces here for now, because it's about time that we think about larger scale development. It is like this that I ain't got enough power production right now. So I felt like the next thing that I would want to do is to make sure that this problem is not going to be a problem anymore. So we're going to take that landfill and plaster it down here and just expand that. I mean, at the end of the day, this is all quite easy. We can just do the same thing as we did here. I'll just make it 5 blocks wide this time instead of 6. The 6th block here was basically only to ensure that we have a little bit of an overproduction to use. And I'm also going to move that science array here away, because this might be all nice and dandy, but it ain't that necessary at all. Alright. So let's cut loose the power here. I know this wall doesn't look too beautiful, but it does do the trick. Okay, so what we're going to do now is quite simple. I need a couple of belts there. So we're just going to continue what we started here, basically. That's that. We're going to use more advanced inserters this time, because seriously, with these numbers involved, I don't care about flicking around too many inserters. Really, I'm good with that. Okay, so we got output into this direction, of course, and input over to that direction. There we go. These guys can work like that. So here we go. This now, of course, will take some time until the whole situation is resaturated again, but it'll perfectly do what we need it to do. And this way, ultimately, it will produce more than it consumes. It will take a moment and for it to shine, but that's okay. For the time being, I want to place down these solar panels again, because as a matter of fact, we are a little bit low on power. And this should bring me over that little gap, at least for the moment, until I got the new turbine here set up. I really don't want my power grid too dissatisfied, you know. There we go. So another good piece of news, we got one complete unit of oh no, we got enough materials to create one more space matter furnace. So these space matter furnaces will help us a ton too. They are the most powerful replicators we got right now. I think it's nighttime right now, so this whole array here doesn't work as good as it could, you know. But we just need to let that run for a while, I guess. And then we can just bring up more production here. Wonderful. Quite happy with that. The only thing I dislike about the situation right now is that we need to refill those furnaces by hand. But my little space island is quite good here right now. But look at that, all the machines are working again, so this means we're getting there right now. So I'd say I'll dismantle all the shenanigans up here, because this is the least necessary part of all that stuff that's living here. It doesn't matter if I do that bootstrap production over here or over there. What does matter though is that we get the next boiler up and running. So let's do that. 1 boiler, 2 steam engines. Here we go. And then we're good to go. There we are. So with this kind of power production, we will suffice for quite some time. I hope I didn't kickstart it too early, but just in case, let's dump in some of that excess coal there. This will help. We got lots of timber here. Yo, okay. So let's consider things. I can create one more space matter furnace. I have no second doubts about, or second thoughts, I want to say, about creating another space matter furnace. We're not going to use the existing space matter furnaces though in the way like I did here. I got more than enough stone for now to work with, and stone will be a material of interest later on again. But for now, I don't think it is necessary in any way. So we're going to restructure this area again. I also don't like this little patch here, but what gives? Okay. Now, the next thing we need is even more coal. Because I'd really love to automate these things there. And I realized that 2 assemblers would create all the coal we need to keep this little procedure running. So let's do this. Okay. We're going with the same, we're rolling here with the same principle as before. We simply... yeah, whatever. We take that away. This is just interfering. It's okay. I mean, what did matter was that I created this this wonderful amount of wood. So no, we're actually... Let's see. I need a long-handed inserter because I got a plan. Here we go. That's all I need. And there we head over like... Let's make it complicated. That's okay. In close quarters, I don't mind if I make things complicated. Here we go. Just like that. Cutesy little coal supply. It'll work a charm. Okay, so we got output, input, kickstart that. Wait a sec. Let's do the power up first. Okay. And that's gonna be that. Alright, as you see here, everything's already backing up. Because we don't stress out the power production fully, these boilers don't need all the coal we are producing here, so it's just fine. So now this little array is truly automated. Nice, isn't it? I'm really happy about that. Now, off to the next step. How much landfill we got here? Almost none. I need more than that. This is one of the first production chains that I really want to amp up into a larger scale. Because I feel like this is the most important part of my expansion for now. Because being able to produce more land is absolutely vital in this scenario. So we're going to, well, what we're going to do, I mean, this little bugger here is, she should be always working with a tiny little time frame where it doesn't work out. So there's not really much I can do. I do have 2 space meta furnaces available, which would just simplify all that in a nice way. But honestly, I don't want to touch this array as it is right now. It is quite power consuming, but it is self-sustaining. I rather would like to build up the same thing like here another time, like this. So we will be capable of putting more of this into the box. I think that's a way more interesting approach. Because, you know, sure, this could be optimized, but it works. Instead, I think I'm going to use 1 space meta furnace for this and 1 space meta furnace for that. And then we're going to see how this will work out. Okay, let's get started, I'd say. We're going to bring this up where? So, I think what we really need to get started is more coal. So, let's see. I could place down a wee bit more here. But really just a wee bit more. On the other hand, though, why shouldn't I? So this is all a pretty odd operation, but that always happens when I'm short on resources. So let's see, am I stupid or am I smart? Smart enough. Okay, now we can do the same thing several times here again. So input. And, oh, wait a second, that's the one. So, output and input. Output and input. Wonderful. So it's increased my production by 0.3 coals per second. So this means this belt array here will be perfectly capable of feeding these space furnaces, which is a really good thing. So the only thing I need to accomplish now somehow is that these space furnaces are somehow connected to this belt here and produce their own stuff. So I'm not sure about the placement here. So, well, I think one of the easiest ways I can imagine would be to have one here. See if this plays out nicely. I don't know. So I'll need... No, I can't actually go on this very steep slope. Not a problem at all. Okay, so we're going to... No, I need to go one more tile, because there's no room for the inserters here. But, yeah, no, I need that differently. Okay. It's taking shape! So I'll need that kind of belt here, of course. And then we're going to do this like that. I just forgot that we need some extra inserterinos here. So let's see. This beauty here will now pick up its coals via a red-handed inserter. I mean, I could went here as well, but that's okay. We got output from this direction and input into this direction. We need power for this operation as well. And then we're just going to dump down iron ore. And let's see what it does. It should now do like I want it to do. And oh, so it does. Of course, first off, it does overfeed itself, but that's normal for these. And we get now a positive value out of that. Beautiful. So that means I can do exactly the same thing here for my copper ore. Beautiful, isn't it? I like that. I mean, sure, these are all small-scale solutions. I'm well aware of that. But at the same time, I feel like this is pretty helpful for us to kickstart things here. Oh, we actually do have a power issue right there. Not long. Not for long. And I'm pretty much running out of iron plates as well. Dang. So let's do this like that. I already assumed that this might happen. Alright, but now we are actually duplicating these materials. Wonderful. Okay. So now the next thing we need to accomplish is we need to place down furnaces that smelter these things. I mean, here I can cheat a little bit with that coal supply. But here it will be a little bit more difficult. So, well, we ain't gonna cheat at all. I think it's about time that we use a splitter for good. Okay, the bad news about all this right now is I am not producing any iron plates whatsoever anymore. All the iron plates are being invested into this. I am a little bit concerned about the future of my enterprise like that. So what we're going to do now is quite simple. Furnace it up. Because I need to, I'm out of plates. Okay. The bad news here is if I put this array up like I intend to, I will suffer from a underproduction of iron plates at this point. I mean, I am already undersupplied. No! Oh, shoot. Okay, so what are we going to do about that? If I only knew. So I need more iron plates. I kind of like outmaneuvered myself with that move, so I'm afraid I will need more firepower than that to get the job done. So I'll accept for now with grinding teeth that I can't finish this array right away. Too bad. But let's keep working on it, you know? Don't want to give up on that. There we go. I mean, after all, this is again an automated supply of iron plates. I mean, this was a problem when we started out here. But at the same time, I really noticed that I need so much more than that. Oh well. Now, let's... I want to reconstruct that right away. This passage here is displeasing me greatly. But sadly, I'm so much out of everything that we need to accept it for now. Gimme, gimme. Wait a sec, I need 17.5 iron plates for that? Okay. So we are, as a matter of fact, not capable of paying our dues here. But at the same time, we be getting there. Probably I should consider just whipping up another iron array like this one and just accept that I need this this production of iron plates for myself. Somehow this seems like a smart choice to me. So we going to change this up, because there's one thing I really want to do, and that's just to simplify things. And this is by far the simplest way of smelting iron. So do we need that one? No, we don't. Okay. And I also want to, yeah, I also want to get this done like that. And now now this whole little thing doesn't need 2 inserters anymore. Okay. Now, all we need is an underground thingy. Just let it go like there. And, well, okay, I need to go like that, I guess. And then... Oh man, I'm so broke! But you get the idea where this is all headed towards to. I mean... Let's rewire that. I don't like this. This is so much cooler doing it like that. Here we go. And now we can just wire them together like that. Job's done, you know. Here we go. Okay. Small scale plate production. Very, very small scale though. But at least it's now truly automated. I mean, there's not the least necessity anymore to fuel any of these boogers in any way manually. And this is something that I consider as a great victory. We certainly now need to get that landfill production, problem done. So let's get down with that. I'm pretty sure that I'll be capable of solving that. So I got 3 extra producers for coal. So 1, 2, 3, 4 consumers though. So this array is not balanced anymore. So let's expand it, I'd say. Needs a little bit more. Okay. So here goes. And then we need to really... Okay. But at least we're producing our iron plates now on a more regular basis. Okay. Oof. So that coal production sure is a rough ride. But at the same time, it is a necessary evil, I dare say. Okay. I'm just very happy that we're actually capable of getting it done. So look at that, they're actually already self-feeding. Awesome. Now that's what I like to see. Okay. So this looks like this dude is actually capable of smeltering more than we're producing, but that's only a tiny fraction here. Okay, so the copper plates are already done. That's good news. Next thing we'll need are more assemblers. These are truly outrageous beings. So, well, we can only bring up 2 of them yet, but that's fine. So we're going to bring the same logic as before. We're going to create a couple of assemblers that will produce the iron gear for us. The iron gear. The iron ore. So we need something looking like that. Let's see. Will it ultimately get out there? Yes, it will. Okay. Beautiful. So I need that though. So just for the orientation. So this will be something like that. Okay. So we'll need 3 of those. But for now, I only got these. That's okay though. So let's see if this does work out as I want it to. These little modules like that, look at this efficiency. I mean, we get all this out of that, or we need to put up a monstrosity like that. It's really a different thing there. Oh well. I'm actually starting to consider to reproduce iron ore again. Okay, whatever. So we're going to go the same way as usual. We need a input and output situation. Actually considering smeltering that stuff first. Okay. Wait a sec, this is the wrong way. This is output and this is input. Here we go. And of course, I should be just bootstrapping black holes whenever I can. Actually, there's really no reason not to. Ever. Okay, so finally we got the necessary iron plates for the next 2 inserters. What can I say? It's a hard knock life, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Oh, I need to put these on this. But, I mean, I feel quite successful with all this right now already. I mean, we amped up all power production in today's episode. Twice the amount done before. And I managed to produce myself a self-sustaining amount of iron plates. And we're about to complete the second facility for, what's it called again? For landfill. So yeah, I mean, quite big things happening here. Okay, so output, input. There we go. Of course, this will now take some time until the whole thing is working out. Just realized that I want to use that room a little bit differently. Here we go. Oh no, I need more than that. Okay, it's time to despair. This is really tough, you know? This is really tough. Okay, let's draw a little line here. So now we're just going to use this here. Okay. So, dig it in, give it out. Alright, this will take some time until it's completely saturated. I'm well aware of that, but this is okay at the same time. Now, we're going to place down the furnace here. I like that position. Oh man, we're going to need so much more organized work here in the future. So this is going to be where we pick up the iron from. And this is going to pick where we pick up the coals from. It's like this should work, doesn't it? Okay. So this will take a while until it is a happy array, but no problem. So we're going to pipe out these iron plates over to a new factory for iron gear wheels. And then I need to pipe out that copper plate to somewhere else. Although I gotta say, let's check out. Each of these babies here eats up 0.1 units of copper plate. Yeah, okay, so we need more than we produce here. Got it. Okay, for a moment I was wondering if I could cheat the system here a little bit, but the answer is no, I can't. Too bad. So building another assembler. My goodness. And this will now take quite some time until this array is fully operational. But as you see here, it begins. It begins slowly to work as intended. Alright, there we go. Now, there's going to be this one. Oh, I ran out of copper plates. Can you imagine? Okay, so we're now going to input these thingies like that. Pick up the iron gear wheel recipe. And the last thing we need to do now is to produce somehow red science packs with that. It should be doable though. I guess I need to repipe the copper plates somehow. But yeah, that shouldn't be not too much of a hassle there. Biggest issue right now is getting the iron plates together to make the assemblers work, but that's something we're going to do while I'm uploading and editing this video. So overall, I guess this is how it will go for a while. I mean, it will help us a ton to be capable of twice that production. I mean, at the end of the day, this thing would be a crazy quick producer, but well, it ain't. It's all gated behind the power of these of this production here, but well, for now this is okay. I did split up this. I did split this up into 2 operations because I haven't given up on the thought yet to plug in a second producer of iron plates into this array here, and same goes for here, and then boost up the power of these. That's why I wanted to build a second array, because as a matter of fact, I could have fixed this situation here by just adding in more iron plates instead of duplicating that whole thing very costly like I did here. But you know, the more I invest, the more capacity I got later on to produce larger amounts of things. At least that's my train of thought here. But at the end of the day, we will need to expand here a little bit. Okay, so thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to complete this and more of that in the next episode. And after that's all been dealt with, I'm really considering expansion in a larger scale, because we're running out of land. But with these expansions here, we won't be running out of land anymore. So thanks for watching, everybody. Drop your comments down below. Leave a thumbs up on that video if you want to make it more visible to the rest of the world. And of course, check out my channel if you haven't done so already. I provide daily videos there, so just subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you guys next time, and have a good time. Until then, bye-bye.